Hey up, welcome back. So, as you can see, I've got a box. It's a big box, it's quite well constructed. Some person called Ryobi seems to have graffitied over it a bit, but yeah, it looks well, doesn't it? Yeah, so I've got this debris sweeper that Ryobi have sent me out to try out. Now, I just want to clarify, it's got nothing to do with me doing YouTube. I applied to be a Ryobi ambassador quite a while back. They put an advert out on Facebook wanting product testers. You know, they send you something out, you do a quick video for Ryobi, they use it on their website. Just so happens that I do tool reviews anyway, so now that they've used the video I've sent them, I can do my own video on it. Enough looking at box, I'll get the tool, I'll show you that now. Right, so as you can see, it's no longer nice, new, shiny, out the box fresh. It has had quite a bit of use. First off, I want to say it does come disassembled in the box, but it is pretty much just the handle that you have to put together. You've got some little pushing clips here, so it all slides in. Basically, you've just got these just to take off and it just slots on. Very, very simple to put together. Don't need any tools to do it. First off, you've got obviously your sweepers at front. You've got these little things that interfere with the brushes that like sort of pushes them down. It's if you want to get right into corners and stuff like that, it just helps out. You have got little bump stops here for if you're going right up to the edge of your wall. Next off is your bucket. It's a little bit stiff at the minute because it's covered in dust. But yeah, that just throws everything into back. I shall bring. It's a bit big for my bench, as you can see, but we'll just spin it round for you so you can see this. That is where your battery goes. This is your on-off button. It's designed so you can just kick the button, and then you've got a little twisty knob here that says smooth surface, so it tilts it up so you can get right down into smooth surfaces, and then you do that side for your rougher surfaces. Now, I have tried it on many different surfaces. Carpet for one, uneven paving slabs, just a normal concrete floor, and it does seem to do pretty well. I've noticed the battery seems to last forever. You know, it doesn't use much battery at all, which I was surprised at. I used it for probably half an hour at work, sweeping shop up, and it didn't even use 1 bar on the battery, so I was really surprised at that. Yeah, so I've already got some bits of video of it in use, so I'll show you them. I've already filmed that previously. So yeah, let's jump into the videos. So I've got it at work here, cleaning all scale, grinding, welding, dust, all that crap that you get from steelworks. As you can see, it's doing a pretty good job. This stuff does fill the bucket up really quickly though, and it is very dusty once it's sweeping. But you can see it is leaving a bit of a line where I'm going. That is all the fine dust that it's not quite picking up. Yeah, so as you saw in them videos, it does a good job. It surprised me just, you know, the size of bits that it will actually pick up. So like for instance, there was a broken pallet at work, you know, splinters of wood everywhere, and it just sort of picked big chunks up and just chucked it straight into into bucket, which I was really surprised at. Wood turnings and stuff like that, it does fill the bucket up really quickly, so you have to make sure that you keep emptying it more often than what you think you would, because it starts spilling back out into the brushes. Like wood turnings and stuff like that, they can get wrapped up in the bristles. Like I say, I've got carpet in here, so if I'm doing any wood turning or anything like that, it will clean it up, but it's a little bit trickier to push on carpet. You do have to sort of nudge it along with your foot as well, but it does do a pretty good job of cleaning it all up. I do find occasionally if you've got big piles of stuff, you know, it might want to fling stuff forward, but it is in the direction that you're pushing it anyway, so it don't really matter. With fine dust, it tends to leave a trail behind it, so where the brushes meet, it sort of don't actually flick all the fine dust into the bucket, so you do get a trail, so you can see a path where you've been. But that is only with the finer stuff. Now another thing I've noticed is if these jam up a little bit, it will just cut off, so that's like a feature, stop it damaging its scent. With heavier rubbly stuff, like ripped all floor tiles up, which you'll have just seen a short clip of that, all the heavy rubble stuff on floor, it does sweep it all up, but if you get a big mound of it, it will stop the brushes, so you just have to like kick button again and away it goes. So you do have to be careful with stuff like that. But for like big chunks of wood and stuff like that, it's, if you're really into woodworking and you've got a decent size space what you're doing it in, then this, it'll save you a lot of time, you know, having to pick up all these chunks of wood. Like for instance, like that, it no problem whatsoever. You know what I mean? It just ate it straight away, and it'll do stuff 3-4 times size of that. It just eats it all, no problem, which I was very surprised at. But yeah, it's one of them things, not everybody's going to need one. It is quite bulky, but it does stand up, which I might have to just, yeah, there you go. It sort of locks into place and you can stand it up just out of the way, somewhere like that. And well, yeah, I'll actually give you, yeah, it's definitely takes a bit of space up. But as you can see, very simple, just spinny wheels, so you can go in all directions. You're not just having to push it forwards and backwards, you can go side to side, and it does do a good job of getting everything up in the corners of walls and stuff like that, which I was surprised at. Obviously if you've got a sharp corner, you're going to miss the corner. It's not going to get right into the corner, but sharp edges, it will clean everything out from there. Yeah, that's pretty much covers it. I hope if you're considering getting one of these, I hope this helps you out, and if so, give us a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.